Yeah, you're not playing tonight. Why? We're resting you. You're resting me like you're resting me. That's not load management. That's a suspension, man. Yeah.
What it do? Welcome to the J-Boy Sports Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you don't love the content, you can still do those things because you could always help a brother out, and you know a brother would always help you out. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our fantastical content. Also, you want to make sure that you comment because I guarantee you I will reply. Ball is life. You know how we do around here. And lastly, hang on towards the end for some other great suggested videos that we know you will love. With that said, let's jump right into it. Allen Iverson. We're going to listen to him because he's talking about load management. And I did a video about Michael Jordan talking about that. I'm pretty sure I've done a video. Maybe I haven't done the video, but, you know, Kobe used to talk about that. It's John Stockton. I did a video about him talking about that. So let's check out and see what Allen Iverson has to say about that.
You could never come to me and talk to me about load management like, AI, you're not playing tonight. Why? We're resting you. You're resting me like you're resting me. That's not load management. That's a suspension, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
they can't do that.
In the doc, they said they had to hide your jersey to prevent you from playing when you were hurt.
Like, tomorrow we have practice. Rest me then.
Yeah.
That's when you can rest me. Don't rest me during the game.
Don't make any sense.
That's crazy work.
That was Allen Iverson on the Kelce Brothers Podcast, and I had to chuckle at that last part. Basically, he still don't like the practice. You notice he said, yo, we got practice tomorrow. Rest me then. And if you don't know what I'm referencing, you haven't been watching basketball long enough or sports in general, because he had one of the greatest rants of all time when he said, we talking about practice, because people were getting on him for sitting out of practice. But he's like, not a game, practice. And Allen Iverson said it straight out, not a game. He said, you don't even come to me with that stuff. And that's what's funny. And let me tell you something, man. What Allen Iverson and John Stockton and Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and all these guys were really saying is that, hey, yo, you don't even disrespect me by coming to me and telling me to sit out a game if I can play. Don't even disrespect me. Nothing makes me angrier, and I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of grown men simping for professional athletes, specifically in basketball, because people don't sit out in football. They don't do that. You got 17 games. You need to play. You got to catch them all like Pokemon and get the best record you can and build a camaraderie with your team. And that's one of the things Mike said in my other load management video was, hey, yo, I'm playing because we need to build that camaraderie, build that toughness so we know what to do when things get tough. Okay? You don't just magically wake up one day and it works. Which is why I get so annoyed watching players like the game that was on tonight. It's a Thursday for me as I'm recording this, and basically the NFL has Thursday night games all the time now. It wasn't always like that, but now it is. I like it. I like watching my football. You know, having it spread out a little bit is nice. However, basketball seems to be now taking a back seat. They only had one game on tonight, and the game was the Suns versus the Clippers. And guess what? The Clippers sat out Kawhi Leonard and James Harden. So what the freak is the point of watching the games on primetime, and you're the only game on TV, but guess what? Your star players don't even play. And this is what is killing basketball. It's killing it. So if you're one of the grown men that's simping for a, rich millionaire athletes, some will be billionaires by the time it's all said and done, stop it. Stop it. You're a grown man. Their money is not your money. They need to be playing these games because that's what they're paid to do. That's what Allen Iverson is telling you, bruh. He said you wouldn't even come to me with that. I hear men all the time talking about it's a different league. Now I hear guys talking about it's the league telling me not to play. It's the league telling them not to play. It's the coaches. It's the doctors. They got to listen to the coaches and the doctors. Did Allen Iverson say he was listening to anybody about that? Nah, he said don't even come to talk to me about that. Don't even make your way over here. Don't even make eye contact, B. Not happening. I need more NBA players in today's game to have that attitude. And that's one of the reasons that watching the game now is not as easy as it used to be. There are some good players. There's some really good teams. I like watching OKC play because I know Shea is going to play every game. I know that. But a lot of these other teams and a lot of these other stars always sitting out, man. Always. Even it's just stupid, man. It's just stupid. There's the only player I know that plays on a really good team that always plays is Steph. Literally is Shea. Even Steph be sitting out. Knee contusions. My boy that's a trainer told me that all that is a bruise. Get your behind off the bench and play, man. And you also, Iverson and them be talking about how, like, you never know who paid to get a ticket, man. Allen Iverson, not enough people talk about him, but it seems like he's starting to get a little bit more play now. When he was on the Kelce Brothers show, they were really excited to talk to him because, Jason Kelce was a Philadelphia Eagle, won a Super Bowl, great player for us. One of the best centers of all time in league history, not just Eagle history. And, he was a Philadelphia Eagle. So, of course, Allen Iverson was the thing, bro. Allen Iverson was the league. In a league with Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Amari Stoudemire, and then Melo and Braun came later, and, CP3 and Deron Williams. Allen Iverson was at the top of that joint. Not just scoring-wise, because he was a killer on the court, but also his influence, man. I don't really like the tattoos and the braids. I'm going to be honest. Not my thing, personally. But AI was authentically himself. I respected it on him. Everybody else is a follower. Everybody else is copying. He had the tats. He had the bling. He had the big clothes back then. That's what we did. We look dumb. It is what it is. And he had the braids. And he had the I don't care, this is me. Number 3, huge shoes, small dude. It was funny. But he was that guy. And when they talk about influence, you can't talk about the NBA or NBA influence without mentioning Allen Iverson. So if he valued getting on that court and playing every night, being the heart and soul of the city, and in fact, just to say this too, Allen Iverson is in a rare category for me of dude that didn't win a championship, but I will always consider a winner because he gave it everything he had without taking shortcuts, without being a cheap bum. He gave it what he could, and I respected that. Didn't try to cheat the system. So I'm always going to have respect for guys like that. The generations before him, the Charles Barkley at the end, yes. But most of his career, he tried to win. You know what I mean? Reggie Miller tried to win. Karl Malone, John Stockton, they tried to win. They just didn't. They ran into Mike. Allen Iverson ran into Kobe and Shaq, and is the only person that beat them that year. They went 16-1 in the playoffs. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-doo, right? That's that new thing people be saying. But, yeah, man, load management, trash. Let's not do that. Stop simping for millionaire athletes when you got to work a 9 to 5 and you work 60 hours a week and sometimes weekends. They just play basketball. Stop being a simp. I seriously mean that too. I'm dead up. If you don't like it, I don't really care. Because I know there's a lot of us out here that know how to man up and call it like we see it. We all got responsibilities. We're fathers, husbands, boyfriends, uncles, dads, all that good stuff. And we handle our responsibilities. We work hard. They can work and play some freaking basketball for, like Mike said, 2 to 3 hours a day or whatever. Cut it out. On your way out, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Please make sure you hit that notification bell. Please make sure you comment because guess what? Ball is life, and I guarantee you I will respond. And please hang on towards the end of this video for some other suggested videos that we know you will love. I'm very thankful for you listening. I'm very thankful that you lasted this long. Very appreciative, very humble. Much love.
can tell that somehow you never get over leaving.